Welcome back. Welcome to Road to Lok Sabha 2024. Now, election is often the time when candidates, including sitting elected representatives, do their best to not rub the voters the wrong way. And yet, it proves pretty daunting and challenging for their VIP mindsets, or at least the cases that we're going to bring before you prove exactly that. Case 1, Guntur MLA. YSRCP's MLA A. Shivakumar slaps a voter hard, who reportedly objected to the MLA jumping the queue. The voter didn't take it lying down, flung a slap back. And that seems to have been the last straw in the hat, as all MLA's aides pounced on the voter, raining blows. Though other voters can be seen trying to stop them, but of course they failed to. We haven't been able to independently verify the facts running up to the video or following this. The MLA, however, seems to be unapologetic, and in his defiance says the voter was allegedly inebriated and was speaking slurs against a community. He went on to say, today we witnessed disgraceful scenes from Andhra and Telangana. In fact, the YSRCP MLA, for that matter, has gone on to say that whatsoever happens in this particular case, he has done nothing wrong. What we are getting to know at this point, though, there is an official complaint which has been filed against him by the voter, and there is an FIR also which has been filed against the MLA. Now, the next incident we will talk about is from Telangana. The brother of a Congress MP candidate, Suresh Kochattil, from Zahirabad, has been caught on camera kicking a voter after heated discussions between the duo. The candidate himself, seen as a soft-spoken candidate, that's at least how people around him address him from his constituencies, but the candidate himself and the brother in question who kicked a person, a voter apparently, both come from a strong political and influential family background. Now, from south to the north, Tej Pratap Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav's son, is seen pushing a party worker on stage, quite roughly if I may. Tej Pratap Yadav, along with his sister Misa Bharti, they filed their papers from Patliputra seat today for the Lok Sabha elections and were seen on stage waving to supporters as they celebrated her nomination, surrounded by several party supporters and workers wearing green. And one suddenly sees Tej Pratap Yadav shove somebody. That's a leader you can see on your screens. All right. I'm being joined by a team of panelists at this point. Dinakar Lanka, who's a BJP who's from the BJP. Syam Prasad Meka, who's a political analyst, as well as Suresh Kochattil, who's a senior journalist. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining us. At this point, if I may, first go across to Syam Prasad Meka. Mr. Syam Prasad Meka, what's happening? Is the heat getting on to leaders, or is it just the VIP culture mindset that's catching up?
Okay, first of all, let me clarify. I'm a Congress leader, okay? Though I can do a lot of political analysis. Okay, now, on this issue, irrespective of the parties...
Thank you, sir. Thank you for correcting us on that.
Yeah, that's fine. Irrespective of the parties that are involved or incidents, I think this arrogance of political leaders has seeped in very deep in every party. But in certain circumstances, oh yeah, they'll come up with excuses. Oh, I was in the heat of the moment, or the victim did something wrong. Okay, fine. You guys are leaders. Who gave you the right to do that? Who gave the right to that MLA in Tenali, in Andhra Pradesh, to slap
That's
that
what
guy?
People are asking. Who gives them the right? What did you do to that Congress candidate's brother? I mean, was any action taken? They come from a very strong political family, so that mindset could have been very well embedded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's Congress, YSRCP, or it's BJP, RJD. That is the culture. The same leaders, today they might be in this party, tomorrow they are in that party. Doesn't make a difference. They are arrogant that they can appropriate the power to themselves through whatever means by switching the parties, but ultimately the power will be in only these hands. So they become arrogant, and that should not be accepted. For that matter, those MLAs supporters, when they were thrashing the voter, I think the remaining voters should have rebelled, should have stopped it. See, we have become too subservient. We, we, we normal people are, in a way, accepting their arrogance. And I think this needs to change, irrespective of parties and political narratives coming and soft peddling some things, talking nonsense. I think we need to stop all this.
Dinakar Lanka? Dinakar Lanka, your responses to what you've heard from Syam Prasad Meka, that this runs across party lines, including BJP.
Can I respond?
Yes, please.
I'm not getting audio.
Mr. Dinakar Lanka, if you can hear us.
Yeah.
Your Congress counterpart claims that this mindset runs across parties. It is specific to particular leaders, including those in BJP.
We can't generalize this issue. This is election day. It is the festival of democracy. On this day, the arrogance which comes out from the leaders shall not be generalized. As far as the incident from Guntur parliamentary constituency, Tenali assembly constituency, existing sitting MLA Shivakumar, he is contesting on behalf of YSRCP. His arrogance, he obstructed as the citizen. He infringed the rights of fundamental rights of the citizen. The person who want to cast his vote to exercise his right, he was in queue today morning in Tenali Assembly constituency. He rushed this Shivakumar rushed, and first he was slapped on the face of common man who want to cast his vote. Rudely, the way in which the behavior which happened from the sitting MLA, it is condemnable, and this kind of attitude, arrogance, is prevailing in the state of Andhra Pradesh for last 5 years. Today is one incident. It has been showcasing the intolerance of the YSRCP, because NDA is going to register landslide victory. They are unable to digest right from the beginning today, from morning to till evening. Across the state, we had seen so many such kind of attacks against, even superintendent of police got attacked by the ruling YSRCP, a sitting MLA from Tadipatri constituency. We have seen that MP candidate from Guntur, Kilaru Roseya, who brutally attacked on SC young boy.
All right.
And in same Guntur.
You're reiterating the instances. Let me just go across to Suresh Kochattil at this point, who's a senior journalist. Mr. Suresh, you're hearing the BJP say that this is YSRCP's high-handedness, a mindset that reflects in the party. But how do you really look at this at this point? I mean, what is unimaginable at this point is this is happening on the voting day inside a voting booth where voters are all around. You slap a voter, what do you expect? Votes in return?
Well, I think it happened in Hyderabad. I think, not sure your news channel picked up that it happened in Malkajgiri constituency, which is India's largest constituency of 38 lakh voters. And the BRS MLA there, BRS MLA candidate rather, started beating up people all and sundry all around. I mean, this kind of incident you did mention about the Yadav family, Lalu Prasad Yadav's family, and how they beat up their own party supporters. I think this arrogance and the right that many politicians think they have is bringing it forth. I'm not generalizing it between, say, BJP or Congress or BRS or TDP or whoever it is, YSRCP. I think it goes across party lines. The sense of arrogance that comes across, saying that once I'm an MLA, I have all the power in the world with me that I can change it. They almost become like godlike power. They think they have all that power to change it. They can beat up people. They can deny rights to people. These all happen. I mean, you are only looking at an incident which was captured on camera. There are hundreds of incidents which are not captured on camera.
True.
And that is the most important thing. I mean, morning we saw one
True.
incident where a
And
lot
this
of
is what
people,
I want to
including your
ask you,
channel,
Mr. Suresh Kochattil. How do voters, I mean, you know, VIP culture is something that channels, news organizations, some of them at least really go up against. They run campaigns against it. They speak out very strongly against it. They bring it out, whether it be in the visual medium or the print medium. But how much of this really resonates with the voters?
I think the voters also have to be blamed, because I'm telling you, this is precisely the reason, because you elect, you get what you deserve, basically. You take money. I mean, this is happening across states, and in Telangana and Andhra. This time, my maidservant is telling me that she's going for voting in her village, which is about, say, 200 kilometers from Hyderabad. And she's got one regret. She said, nobody's paid me money this time. That is a regret. Imagine she's going for voting and she thinks it's a right to receive money from somebody. Another person tells me that I got only 1,000
Suresh, sir,
rupees.
you are taking this to a different tangent, because this is what you have brought out. In fact, what I was reading and what my colleagues were telling me in Andhra, there have been mass protests over the last 48 hours of people extremely upset that they haven't been given the money that they have been promised, the booze that they have been promised, the food that they have been promised. This seems to be a big issue, a buzz locally.
Yeah, I can tell you this because I'm not joking here, last 1 week before the liquor shop shut down day before yesterday, there is not a single bottle of beer to be had in Hyderabad. It is in all the media, all across, all newspapers. Where did that liquor disappear? Which means people knew that, I mean, at least the politicians knew that the elections are coming up, the voting day is coming up. They stocked up
Okay.
everything. This is a matter, I think I'm blaming the voter
All
for it,
right.
because the same voter who takes 2,500 or 3,000 rupees and votes, when they go to an MLA tomorrow for a certificate or any other thing, the MLA demands 25,000 rupees. Now look at the rate of return. You take 2,500 rupees and you're forced to pay 25,000 rupees. This is a problem.
Okay.
People don't know the
No,
value of the
you're
vote.
making a fair point. Voters can't say that they are not responsible for this babudom, if I may. It's, of course, used for bureaucrats, but no different a mindset, literally, for politicians as well. Last comments from Syam Prasad Meka as well as Dinakar. Syam Prasad Meka, you're representing the Congress here. There have been brazen high-handedness. In fact, if you look at what happened in Bihar, it's your allies again there. It's part of the India bloc. I mean, just since you both are politicians, Mr. Dinakar as well as Syam, what gives this mindset to all of you that you come to voters asking for votes? This, of course, happened on a voting day, but where does the audacity come in?
The audacity is coming from the fact that the leaders in all these parties are coming privileged group of people. We normal citizens are too nice for too long. We just need to shed this hypocrisy and try to be in politics. We need to infiltrate and be in these parties. That's what I am trying to do. That's what I advocate everybody else to do. But see, one thing we need to understand, we are living in a world of contradictions. The things that citizens of this country that are promised social, economic, and political justice.
Just one question. Would you know if that Congress MLA was pulled up by the party? Would you know?
No, I don't have information yet. I am going to try and push for it. Definitely. That's what I do in my party. That's what I ask.
All right, Dinakar Lanka, last word from you.
Today in Andhra Pradesh,
Right,
whereas people are speaking about the money spending, but the now verdict is coming out. Always Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji chants that Janata Janardhan. It is going to be prevail in the state of Andhra Pradesh. More than 80% vote is going to cast, and it is going to be registered, and we are going to this landslide victory NDA.
No,
by throwing
you're
out
going in a very
the
different tangent. This isn't about who's winning, who's losing.
No. This is the answer for arrogance of YSRCP leaders. People are vexed with YSRCP arrogance and these kind of physical attacks for the last 5 years, irrespective of caste, community, region in Andhra Pradesh. They had making these kind of modus operandi against the people. It is going to be relieved the people from these iron clutches. On June 4th, people have showing their aggression by casting their vote against to the YSRCP. Definitely, Gunda Raj is going out. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas Sarkar,
Suresh
doubling the
Kochattil,
Sarkar is
your
coming.
last comments on this, and I want to ask you this, This runs across political spectrum for that, but particularly to regional satraps, to regional leaders, to hyper-local leaders, to local leaders. This is a mindset that seems to resonate across India. The reactions to some of this action may be extremely strong in some parts of South India, whereas it's pretty callous in other parts of India. Voters one side. Do political parties give out a strong message when such instances happen?
Definitely, it is. People are. Everybody has been today from morning. We went to meet the Election Commission of India to take action, stringent action against Mr. Shivakumar, who assaulted the voters.
Is that question meant for me?
Who upset the
No, I'm speaking to Mr. Suresh Kochattil, sir. I'm asking Mr. Suresh Kochattil this question.
Yeah,
sir,
that's what I thought
I
the
don't have
question
much time. Mr. Suresh Kochattil, this question was to you.
Yeah, the question is simple. The arrogance comes from the fact that, I am an MLA, I am an MP, I'm a corporator, I'm a sarpanch. Once that power comes, it goes to the head. It's like liquor, it hits you on the head. And then you think you can do anything. You can buy people, you can beat people, you can kill people. And that's the power that comes being a politician. Mr. Meka was saying that he will ask Congress what they did. Mark my words, ask him tomorrow morning, nothing will be done. Because at that level, nothing can be done. He's just trying to I'm not saying he's a spokesperson for the party. There's a limit to which he can act. He cannot do anything beyond a point. They'll tell him, fine, we will take action. That's the end of it. You'll never hear any action being taken because tomorrow the same MLA will say that the guy beat me up first. That time the cameras were not on, and later on I beat him up. This is going to be the story all through. I mean, this is not just relegated to Andhra Pradesh because speaking out of Hyderabad right now, and all the stories I'm telling you that coming from Hyderabad are far more arrogant. And that is a kind of, I am a big boss, I am the MLA, I can do anything. And that is what Indian democracy has come to.
Absolutely. Right, and definitely parties cannot shrug this away as just isolated cases. They are not. They speak about the party, they speak about the political mindset and the my bap mindset that many political parties absolutely unduly patronize. Thank you very much, Mr. Suresh Kochattil, Syam Prasad Meka, as well as Dinakar Lanka for joining us. We're totally out of time. Thank you very much. We just hope that the politicians would get the message loud and clear. It's time for a very short break. On the other side, we'll bring you the latest.